is it? It's your future. It's called a Stargate.
Chevron 7 locked.
Welcome to Walking Through the Stargate. I'm Zach, and this is our 200th episode for Stargate, Walking Through the Stargate, the podcast. This is a new thing. We're trying this with the live stream and everything. So those of you who are watching it live, that's awesome. Great, thanks. Unfortunately, even though this is our 200th episode, Brent decided that he had better things to do. So he's not here with me today. So it's just me, except not just me, because I have a couple of guests with me. First of all, I have, let me see if I can get these guys pulled up here. We have Urakaz. Hello, everybody. I'm Urakaz. And we have Tanurb.
Hello.
Hi,
hi.
Tanurb.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yes. So where's Brent?
Oh, I don't. He decided that video things were really not his style. So he asked me to kind of fill in because I sound an awful lot like him.
You
like
do
a lot
sound
like him.
an awful lot like Brent.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, I look quite a bit like him too, except that his nose isn't quite as big as mine, but hey, we do what we can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm quite sure about
that. Yeah, okay. So anyway, welcome everyone. This is going to be a great show. At least I hope it is. It'll be interesting to see how all of this works with the technology and such.
Oh, you've got this. It's fine.
It'll be great. It'll be great. We're gonna have some videos coming up here. We've got some ChatGPT questions. We're just gonna celebrate that we made it to 200.
Yes.
Episode. Now, Tanurb, I was told that you were going to kind of play the part of Brent when it comes to this beginning part of the podcast. So I'm going to hand it over to you and let you do this beginning part of the podcast stuff.
Great. Okay. Well, so Brent told me what I needed to tell you. That is that this is an independent podcast. And if you'd like to hear more of what we got going on and like with this little thing's going, you can support the show over at buymeacoffee.com/walkingthrough, or you can go to our website at wtts.space.
Space.
Yeah, there you go, Urakaz. And in the bottom right corner of the website, there's a little coffee cup icon right there. You can click on it. You can buy 1 or 2 or 5 or 20 or 100. You can buy as many coffees as you like. And that goes to support the show. That's wonderful. Thank you to everybody who has done that already. If you want to do a little bit more, if you want to do something of a monthly membership type thing, you can click on the little button at the bottom of the widget there that's walking through the Stargate. And it takes you to walking through this, or it takes you to buymeacoffee.com/walkingthrough. And there you can sign up for what they call memberships. That's the monthly thing. We only have one. It's called the general fund that just offsets. Ooh, what's that mug?
It's my Walking Through the Stargate mug.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it sure is.
Yeah.
So if you like what we got going on, you can do the monthly thing, or also we have wish list items on there, and there are a few wish list items that make sense. There's a couple of mics, a better mixer, but there's one on there that is definitely a wish list for all y'all, less for Brent, and that is the Stargate Infinity watch project, which is still ongoing. It's on episode 8 or 9 or something like that. If you want to have the gentleman watch the next 2 episodes of the non-canonical animated series, you can fund that. And once it funds, they will watch the next 2 episodes and record a podcast reacting to it and post it on the main feed. And thanks to everybody who has signed up for membership and for those who have contributed to the wish list, mostly, except for that one that I don't like. Not me, Brent. Brent doesn't like it. And thanks to everybody else who's
great, don't you, Tanurb?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. You should definitely do that. And so let's see here. If anybody in your life needs excellent audio podcasting content and the occasional video content, which who knows how often this will be, but whatever, you can tell them that they can find the podcast anywhere where they can find podcasts. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio podcasts, Amazon podcasts, but Brent definitely recommends that you get a podcast alligator and you you search for Walking Through the Stargate, and then you'll find it, and you can subscribe right there. And every time that an episode comes out, you'll be able to hear it. It'll be great. So Zach,
Yeah.
if a person wants to let y'all know that this puppet nose thing is a little ridiculous, and they have opinions about it, how might they reach out and let us know?
Eureka, why don't you take this?
Oh yeah, Eureka, you do that.
So, if you want to talk about puppets and how to make puppets, and like me and Tanurb, you can go to Walking Through the Stargate Facebook group and page and like and subscribe and stuff, and we can talk about that, and then you can also go to I don't know, I lost track of all this stuff. So email us at walkingthroughthestargate@gmail.com.
Can you spell that?
WALKINTE@gmail.com. Did I get it right? You did just fine. All right, yeah.
WLKINGTHRUGATAHICRTGATGmail.com.
Show off. Or you can go to the Discords and have conversations there and fun and all of that stuff, and yeah. This video thing is weird, but it's kind of cool. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm a super puppet.
You sure are, Eureka's. You're a super puppet.
I have a cape.
Ah, that's a yeah, it's a leopard print cape.
Yeah. I'm like Lando.
Yes, you are exactly like Lando. I'm like Brent. You are like Lando.
Yes. Thank you, Eureka's. Anyway.
Oh, I need to move my mouth, my hand, whatever.
Well, okay. Eureka's apparently got tired. He fell asleep. He'll come back.
Sure will.
So, Brent,
yes.
This is a day to celebrate our 200th episode.
Yes.
And we're just going to be silly. By the way, I am wearing my Stargate t-shirt.
Very nice.
You can't really tell that it's a Stargate t-shirt, but it is. See, it used to have the Goa'uld symbols all over, like 8 or 9 of them. Sure. And then after the third wash, they all washed away in the screen print. But there's actually, like, right there, there's a little spot of gold that is from it. But if this is my Stargate t-shirt that you can't tell, it's a Stargate t-shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. That's nice. I'm just wearing a shirt.
Everybody needs something.
Yep.
I have a cape.
Very, very nice cape. And a nice cape it is, Eureka's. Oh, awesome.
All right, Brent. No, Turner.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I answer to Brent. I answer to anything. You can call me Greg. It'd be fine.
Oh, okay, I'll call you Greg.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right. We did ask several people to send in videos and whatnot, and we are going to start that with a video from the inimitable David.
Oh, good. I like David. David's great.
All right. So here we go.
Okay.
Hi guys, it's me again. How you doing?
Oh, hi.
I just want to say congratulations on your 200th episode of your Star Trek podcast. There's so much Trek content, I'm sure you can get another 200 episodes. Stargate. I want to say congratulations on your Star Wars podcast.
Oh,
there's so much Star Wars content out there, I'm sure you can get another 200 episodes. Stargate. Well, it's a Stargate. Wait, that Mandy's movie? You work with those guys? You got 200 episodes of a podcast about Amanda's movie? Nerds!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, all.
Oh,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was great. Oh man, that was
That
wonderful.
was so fun.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, David. Yeah. So David, after making that, realized that he was supposed to ask a question.
Yes, that was
And
the,
that he
that's the
didn't.
bit here. Oh, okay.
That was the bit. So he actually created another video for us.
Oh, okay. All right.
So-
Nice.
So we're gonna go with David part 2
David
and see what happens.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, it's me again. That guy over there, he wanted me to say a couple things. First off, I'm sorry I called you nerds. Yeah. I've actually watched all of Stargate SG-1, so I'm not really... I'm sorry.
Aw.
Secondly, I was supposed to ask you a question. So, are you planning on watching Stargate Origins at some point? It's like 10 episodes, each about 10 minutes long. Takes place before the Stargate movie. Anyway, just want to know if you're planning on watching that. Okay, thanks. Bye.
That's a good question.
Yeah, again, sorry for calling you nerds.
Oh. No, yeah, you're welcome.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Urakaz apparently fell asleep on me.
Oh, well.
Oh well. So
That's okay.
you're stuck with me for a little bit.
That's all right.
Well, okay, Tanurb.
Yeah.
David asks if we're planning to watch Stargate Origins. Have you seen Stargate Origins?
Nope. I have not seen Stargate Origins.
And do you want to?
I mean, it has Stargate in the title.
That's true. That's true.
We are walking through the Stargate.
That is that. You are so smart.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that we should plan to watch all things that have Stargate on it, except for Infinity. Yeah, I mean, like, our secret hope is that Amazon kind of does something with the Stargate property, right? And makes stuff. So, while, I'm definitely speaking for Brent here, but while it's probable that by the time we get through all of the currently produced Stargate stuff, like Zach and Brent might be like, okay, we need to take a break. Like, let's be real. That's a long time. But on the
we still got like 5 years left.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe we'll be just jamming on it and it'll be like, yeah, sure, let's keep going. But for all intents and purposes, I think that you can plan that we intend to watch that stuff. And of course, life happens. Life happens so much that you end up like upside down, like in an unnatural position. And that can cause, some stress. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow brings? But for my 2 cents, I think that we can continue to keep going. What about you, Zach? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we will definitely watch Stargate Origin, assuming we can find a copy of it. It's not always the easiest thing to find. Last I saw, it is Stargate content. I've watched it. It's the most recent Stargate we've gotten.
Sure.
So there you go.
Yeah, and there are ways.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out.
There are ways.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, there we go. To Nerd, we have other people who have other questions to ask. Shall we dig into them?
Sure.
All right.
Let's dive in.
Let's see here. Let's go with Adrian. Here is Adrian's question.
Hi,
for us.
Brent. Hi, Zach.
Hello.
Let's talk about your worries. Brent, I remember you being worried that show was out of ideas once they went to a different galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Now they have. Oh no. What do you think now?
Oh, I see. Okay. And there was some contribution there. That was a pretty great contribution.
Indeed.
A little background there.
So, what do you think?
Well, so Uraka, glad to see you're back. So yeah, Brent was a little worried about running out of ideas. I am very happy with the direction that the show has gone so far. I like what they did with the Wraith. We've talked about it a lot. I think that they're a compelling bad guy. It'll be an interesting to see how they develop, right? So, hints have been dropped here and there about how we're going to talk a little bit more about how they're not just pure evil, and that'll be fun. And but I got to tell you that honestly, even though Brent has been expressing some reservations about the Ori story in the most recent episodes of SG1, the SG1 storyline is the thing that I actually like a lot right now. So we'll see where we go with that. We'll see how that goes. But the Pegasus Galaxy is pretty rad. The technology situation is fun, and the storylines around the Wraith so far have been juicy enough to keep me intrigued. So we'll see. I think, Zach, we will be done with SG1 here in like 8 months, 10 months, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Roundabout. And then we'll dive into Atlantis. And I'm excited to go back to the Pegasus Galaxy to see how that all happens.
Yep.
So what about you?
The question really wasn't directed towards me.
Well, yeah, but when you were first watching it, were you like super excited about how there was a whole new Stargate universe with all this stuff, or were you a little like, oh, what's going on here?
I was suspicious of Atlantis. When it first came out. I mean, I still watched it and I enjoyed it. I didn't quite have the same free-loving spirit of it at first. But I don't know. There you go. I enjoyed it and still enjoy it. And
Sure.
As it's been mentioned before, I haven't seen the 5th season of that, so I'm actually looking forward to us getting to the 5th season of Atlantis, so that I can
that'd be fun. Yeah.
Cool. Uraka has something to say.
Okay.
My voice changes because it does. That's my superpower.
Oh, that's a wonderful superpower. I wish I had that superpower.
Well, you're not cool like me.
No.
I can also talk without moving my mouth.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And I can make Zach talk. See?
Oh, look at that.
He's growing his voice so he sounds like me.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, no, I've got a map, and
is it a map of Chulak?
No. It's a map of the most wonderful land on the planet.
Oz.
Canada.
Oh. Okay.
Not the Pacific Northwest, the good part.
Well, okay, fair enough. The Pacific Northwest. All right.
No. That's the good part.
That's the good part. I can't actually tell what's in them.
It's the Maritimes. That's the best part.
Okay.
Yes.
So, so we have a few other videos, but we'll get to them. Okay. I have heard that there are some AIs that are asking questions.
Yes. Now, yes. Let's see here. I gotta. It's over here somewhere. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. So we decided to have our good friend ChatGPT ask us some questions here, and so it came up with this thing here. So here we go. If you could have one piece of technology or knowledge from any Stargate SG-1 episode to use in our world today, what would it be and why? Good question. Uraka, do you have an opinion?
I want a transporter, like from the Asgard.
Yeah.
Maybe if I...
Yep.
I'm in a new place.
I will absolutely admit that that was also the thing that I was thinking of
I
because,
beat you. Ha!
well, yeah, you're a smarty pants. The ability to get anywhere you want in moments, so nice. That would be so cool. Hey, you want to have dinner in Paris? Okay. You want to go watch the sunset near the Taj Mahal? Okay. Broadcast live in Tokyo? Okay. Like, that'd be super cool.
Rad.
Absolutely rad. Absolutely rad. What about you, Zach?
So I'll try to think of something different than that. How about just like a network of Stargates? Is that too much?
No, not really, because we were talking about the interstellar travel.
Or a spaceship, the Daedalus or Prometheus or something would be pretty cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that would be pretty rad. You're right.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that because you want to go out and explore new life and new civilizations?
Maybe.
To boldly go where the Force is with you always?
Where no puppet has gone before.
Well, that's that you could go anywhere you want. You got a cape.
Yep.
Should we have another one here?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let me see here. Let me find it again. I just got to click over there. All right. The next one. Which character's personal journey through Stargate SG-1 resonates most with you, and how has it impacted your view on teamwork and leadership? These are such AI questions.
They are AI.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, which character resonates most with you, Zach?
Well, early on it was Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the heart of the team. I really appreciate. I'd probably stick with Daniel.
Sure.
He over the course of the series, he changes a lot. He has concerns about his place and worth and value, and then needs to just kind of work through all of that stuff, and gets to a point where generally he feels much more confident about being in his own skin, which is I appreciate that journey.
Sure. Yeah.
What about you?
That's a good question. I do really like Daniel. I like Daniel a lot for a lot of the same reasons that you've mentioned. I like what has happened with the character of Samantha Carter, right? She started off, kind of snarky, not too bad, but definitely, a little bit of like the eye candy who could punch you type thing. And they did drop enough hints about what potentially she could be early on, often enough that the character really grew into something that was a lot of fun. I wish that she were leading SG-1 right now. Like, I wish that it wasn't Cam Mitchell. I wish that Cam was like, the number 2. Like, I think that would work well. But here we are. And the second part of the question, how has that changed my view of like leadership and teamwork and such? I don't really know if it has or hasn't changed my view. One of the things that is true of me now is that I have lived enough life that a lot of my ideas are pretty solid. Changing is always something that I want to do. I want to learn and grow, but like my ideas of what works in leadership, what works in teamwork, that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of it, and so hasn't really changed much. But I'll go with Sam Carter. That's my favorite character.
Cool. Do you have another one, or shall we go to a video?
I got one third last one here.
One more. All right, shoot.
All right, here's the question. If you were to host a dinner party with 3 characters from Stargate SG-1, who would you invite? And what would be on the menu? And what's the most outrageous topic you discuss?
Specifically SG-1.
Yeah. I kept asking questions about SG-1 and I didn't think to ask about it.
Yeah. No, that's okay. It's okay. I can only pick 3.
Yeah.
And all right, so Sam Carter, because she's smart.
Yep.
and I don't want to pick like all SG1 members. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with I'll go with Teal'c, even though I said that. But then maybe Doc Frazier.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
So we'll have Teal'c and Sam Carter and Janet Frazier.
Yep.
We'll have pizza because
yeah,
I
okay.
don't cook very well and I can make pizza. So
Mhm.
we'll make pizza and we'll make individual pizza so everybody has exactly what they want.
Mhm.
It'll be tasty. What was the last part of that question?
What was the most outrageous thing you talked about?
Wormhole physics.
That's pretty outrageous. Yeah, that's out there. That's definitely out there. Awesome. Let's see. Okay,
What about you? What about you?
I would pick Master Sergeant Walter Radar Harriman.
That would be a good one. Yep.
Yeah, he's seen a lot.
Yeah.
I would pick Teal'c as well because we could talk culture, and you know how much Brent loves talk about culture.
Yes.
Loves it. And then third one. I think I'd go with Dr. Bill.
Dr. Bill
I'd go with
Lee.
Dr. Bill. Yeah, Dr. Bill. And I think that the most outrageous conversation topic would be oh wait, no. What would I serve? I would make what would I make? I make a really, really good simple pasta dish that everybody likes a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I make a breakfast casserole, which is big hit. Big hit. Everybody loves the breakfast casserole. So maybe I'd make the breakfast casserole. My glasses are falling. Okay. Whatever. We'll deal. So let's do the breakfast casserole because they probably wouldn't think to have that because nobody has breakfast for dinner. Everybody has breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, everybody has breakfast.
Yeah. So I'd make the breakfast casserole because that's a big hit. Everybody likes that. And then we would talk about we would talk about the most interesting meals we have ever had. I bet you a silver dollar that the three of them have really interesting answers.
Yeah, I bet that's right. That would be fun. That'd be a good conversation.
Sure would. Yep.
All right.
All right. That's all I got for the chat GPTs.
Okay. Well, we have some more people who are asking other questions with sock puppets.
Okay.
Let's go to Australia.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Hi, Brent and Zach.
I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Tech.
And we're from Perth in Western Australia. Our questions to you are:
if you were in the Stargate universe, what would your job be at the SGC?
And what do you think the Jaffa have for breakfast?
Ha!
Bye.
Bye.
I know the answer to the last one. Oh, okay. I know the answer to the last one. It's the Jaffa have my breakfast casserole for breakfast. That's what they have. That's what they have because he'd be at my dinner party.
When Teal'c comes to your dinner party and has the breakfast casserole, he's like, how did you get my mother's recipe?
No. It's the other way around. He'd have it and he'd be like, this is seriously the greatest breakfast I've ever had. I will definitely be sending this back to my home planet. Please give me the recipe. And I'd be like, dude, it's super easy. It's so easy. You guys got frozen tater tots, right? And he'd be like, no. At which point we'd have a tough time with that. But that's what the Jaffa have for breakfast. The Jaffa have my breakfast casserole for breakfast. What do you think? What do you think, Zach, about that question? What do you think
about the breakfast?
Yeah.
I think that they eat salad for breakfast.
Salad
with croutons.
Croutons. Any reason?
Because everybody needs a salad, and why not eat a salad for breakfast?
Do you eat salad for breakfast?
Well, I'm not a Jaffa.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Got to keep that symbiote healthy, and then
exactly.
The Tritonin needs extra roughage. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Got it.
So, what would your job be at the SGC?
Record keeping.
record keeping.
Oh yeah, you got to believe that there's a ton of records on that one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you got to keep the certain records safe and secret, and you got to make sure that the right access is provided. And then, when people leave, because it happens sometimes, not usually. Like when Daniel died, I think we talked about this before, and then he came back. The HR, the permissions must have been just awful to sort out. Like that had to have been tough. But
yes.
Yep, I'd be in the records. What about you?
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I would probably be in the philosophy department, working with how to understand various religions and philosophies and positions from people across the planet, across the planets, across the galaxy. I'd probably do that stuff and help people to. I'd probably work with the SG teams so that they knew how to be aware of their language. I don't want
Yeah.
to simply just use cultural sensitivity.
Yeah, but hey, just because you call something super sweet and awesome, they might not see it that way, and those words probably are not the right words to use.
Yeah, and then just how to navigate all of that stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Nice.
so that'd
Very
be
nice.
my job.
Excellent question. Also, I really loved the sock puppets.
Oh,
I
those were
loved
great.
the
Those were
Teal'c
great.
and the Carter. I
Yeah,
think that was Teal'c and Carter.
let's bring those guys back up here. Look at those sock
Yeah.
puppets.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Those
Standing in front of the gate. Oh yeah.
Oh, look, there it is. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to know how our Perth listeners managed to sneak into Cheyenne Mountain in the middle of Colorado Springs to navigate that sock puppet stuff. That's what I want to know.
It's because they totally look like Teal'c and Carter.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, they're like spitting images.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, Yasmin and Tech.
Yeah,
for that.
thank you.
Yeah. We have
Oh.
one more, I think.
I'm keeping an eye on the comments. Somebody suggested that there needs to be a hermeneutical division.
If there was a hermeneutical division at the SGC, I would probably be part of that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You'd have your name right there on the whatever.
It would probably be a department of one.
Hey, I think that might be true of a lot of hermeneutical divisions. I bet you the conference is a little sparsely attended.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh yeah? How many?
Hermeneutical divisions. I mean, people nerd out about hermeneutical divisions.
Well, I mean, we have, that's for sure.
Well, I said. All
yep.
Right. We have one more here from Mo.
Okay.
Hi, Zach. Hi, Brent. I have 2 questions for you. One Stargate related and one not Stargate related.
Awesome.
Pick whichever you'd prefer.
Both.
If you could adapt any episode of Stargate into a different medium besides film and television, which episode would you pick and which medium would you adapt it into?
Oh.
Second of all, have you ever been the reason why a rule was created? And if so, what is that story? Thank you.
That second one is a good one.
So let's see here. The second one, like in normal life, probably not. But I have been around certain role-playing tables where my manipulation of the rules, all perfectly legal, by the way, have created an unbalanced situation, which has caused the GM to manipulate things at the table. So specific example, I had a character in a relatively recent group that could do something in the order of 100 hit points worth of damage in a round.
That is a lot of hit points.
That's a lot of hit points. And this is at like 8th or 9th level. So, I mean, he's middling, but it could get bigger than that. And so the GM had to routinely ratchet up the number of hit points of all of the bad guys that we came across, so that I didn't, blow them out of the water on the first hit before anybody else had a chance to do anything. It did cause some problems when he killed that character.
Yeah. Did a
And
rock
so
fall
then I
on him?
made a different character that basically did the same thing. But it did it in a completely different way.
Oh, yeah. Learning.
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely got the right lesson there. It was not, don't build an OP character that can absolutely make it the experience poor for everybody else. It was totally, find a new way to do it.
Well, yeah. So right now I'm working on a healer that is going to, in a couple of levels, going to be able to almost infinitely heal anybody like 30 hit points after any battle, along with ability point damage, healing, and such. And it's going to be glorious. I can't do anything in combat. I can't kill anything, but I can keep you alive.
Yep. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. What about you? Have you been the cause of any rule changes?
I am trying to think. Okay, so there's definitely the genuine answer of, I'm pretty sure I am not. But heavy emphasis on pretty sure, right? So when I was in high school, I went to an extremely small high school, a very, 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 very small high school. And one of the things that we did was we would have fundraisers. Lots of schools have fundraisers for different things. And so when I was a senior, the senior class, we sold baked potatoes for lunch. So this school was so small, it didn't even have a cafeteria. So every now and again, some group would go and buy, a bunch of stuff for Taco Bell and come in and, make baked potatoes and stuff. The point is like, do something that earns money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, often when it came time for us to be selling these potatoes, which was once a week, we needed to get some set of supplies. So we didn't have enough chives, or we didn't have a giant can of nacho cheese because we were teenagers. So, that was a popular choice, not enough bacon bits, the works, right? There was something about it. And so my best friend and I, we would go to a food service company to buy this stuff, but we never did it before school. We never did it the day before. We always were like, hey, can we cut, like literally to our teacher, can we just, bounce and go get this stuff for the thing? And because we were such nerds, we were always granted permission because we were like, we were like taking care of business. Like we knew the stuff. Like it was sometimes we couldn't, but often we could. And yeah, we totally would just like leisurely drive over to the food service store, leisurely buy the stuff, leisurely come on back. It was all good. We weren't like, like building pipe bombs or anything like that. But like, I kind of doubt that that is allowed. Still, I'm pretty sure they probably amended that of like, you can't do that. That's a poor choice. So I'm sure I could probably think of other things too, but I'm not, as I mentioned, I'm not aware of me being the source of the rule change. But there was a first part to that question.
Mm-hmm.
It was, if you could take an episode and change the media from film, television to something else, which episode would you pick? What media would it be? Why would you do it? That last part might be me.
Is a really good question.
I have an answer.
Oh, good. Why don't you give your answer, because I needed time to think on that one.
Okay. Obviously, the episode's going to be Bane. Obviously. the height of television. And we would try our very best to make it the height of the radio play.
Ooh.
I bet you it would be a really fun story, first, rewritten. Second, as a radio play. I bet you it would work really well, especially because you wouldn't have to deal with any of the special effects problems. You wouldn't have to like, wrap one of your characters up in like, like string or whatever he was in, you know what I mean? Like you could go with it. You wouldn't have the problem of the street toughs looking like dorks, right? The theater of the mind would be able to just completely gloss over a number of the things. But, in doing so, it probably would make it from the height of television into probably just a middling radio play. If I have to be honest, that probably will be a little tough. But anyway, there's my answer. What about you?
All right. So What do you think, Eureka's? Well, so I would pick an episode from the 10th season of SG1 that has some vis effects issues. And I turn it into a cartoon because then you could do those easily.
That sounds like that's a good choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, very
puppets.
nice.
Mm,
Also,
cartoons.
I'm a little distracted. We got a couple of extra videos, and I'm like trying to like download them, and it's like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm working on it, or at least I'm trying to.
oh, okay. Well, we've got more videos.
Yeah.
Which ones are you picking up?
So we got a couple from Lydia Ann. Hi, Lydia Ann.
Hi, Lydia Ann.
And I'm trying to download it, but okay, there it goes. Finally. Okay, well then I can also then upload it probably. Okay, so I know how to do this. We worked on this. This is why we did this stuff.
That's right. Here, we actually got another one here as well, I believe. This is live. Okay, so let's
What do I do?
see.
Do I add a video clip or what do I do?
Yeah, just a second here. Let me get that download.
Are you doing it? I don't have to do it.
No, go to present and hit the video file and upload that there.
Go to present and hit the video file and do that there. Yeah, it's happening. It's totally happening.
Oh, wow. This is why we do things live.
Yeah. Oh, here it's happening.
Hi, hello, Gatewalkers.
Whoa. Okay, just saying. I loaded here. Let's we're gonna wait here. Which one's this one? This is this one. Okay, we're gonna remove that one. Okay. All right, and we'll start with this one.
Okay.
My question for you is, you have made many discussions about food, specifically bagels.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, what about Teal'c? Yes, O'Neill. For crying out loud, you're asking about food? Well, if you prefer, I could ask them to give their opinions about Star Wars. Food it is. You have made many discussions about bagels.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, what are your opinions about donuts?
Oh, donuts!
Donuts.
I love them. I love donuts. I love all kinds of donuts. But hey, Zach, do you want to take a guess as to what my favorite donut is? I bet you could guess. I bet you absolutely could guess what my favorite
you're probably
donut
a
is.
glazed donut type of guy.
Nope.
No.
One more
I don't
guess.
know. One more guess. Powdered donut.
Nope. Old fashioned. The driest, least tasty. That's my absolute favorite donut. I love old fashioned donuts. I am the one who will absolutely go to a cake donut and be like, yum, I will have that one. And everyone's like, give me the fritters and the elephant ear. Well, that's not really donut. And the Bavarian cream filled that. Nah. Old fashioned donut for me. Absolutely.
So, I'm fine with donuts. I don't have like anything against donuts. They're welcome to exist in the world. I would probably lean just towards a simple glazed donut over anything else. And if I had other options, I would probably choose another option than a donut. It's like I've always been more of a salty, savory type of snack guy than sweet. So give me a bag of chips over candy any day.
Okay. Nice.
So we got to ask. I got to ask you. So, what do you think about Star Wars?
I mean, that's a loaded question. It was rad, and then it kind of wasn't, and then it kind of wasn't, and then it kind of was, and then it really wasn't, and now it's in the zone of like, wow, how much wasn't can I possibly have? So So yeah, I mean, like I have enjoyed existing in the universe through role-playing games quite a lot. I have spent way too much time talking about the prequels. Now that there's so much content and most of it is just meh. Meh. What about you?
Yeah, so basically we could just rewind what you just said
Yeah.
and put it in my voice and it'd be the same. So I really love the world of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think it is a fascinating universe in which to play around with and be in there. I am saddened that I think most of the uh, movie content for Star Wars has been middling at
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Which is sad because there's so much potential in that universe, and executives have generally gone with the low hanging fruit, and it hasn't worked well.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. There's an awful lot. I mean, we talked about the nostalgia train before, and they're trying to cash in on that. It's not the
Yeah.
worst. It's not a heinous sin, but on the same token, it's like, meh.
Someone on the Facebook says that Clone Wars and Rebels is some of the best Star Wars content. I have not actually seen Rebels. I've seen parts of Clone Wars. I have heard that, and I will accept that that is true.
Yes, I'm in the same boat. I have
Um,
not seen either, and I believe that is probably excellent, but I haven't seen it, so
Yep.
can't
Yep.
speak to it.
So then we have another one that just popped in here.
Yes,
Is there an
yes, there is, but let's do yours first because we learned that when I do the thing, all of a sudden it just starts playing. So we'll
that's
we'll
true.
do that. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Here is the next one.
Hi, Zach and Brent.
Hello.
I am here to
That's a good
pose
puppet.
a
I love
hypothetical
that.
question to you both.
Okay.
So, I went down to the SGC
Yeah.
and I told them you're having your 200th episode recording celebration.
Such a good puppet.
And guess
That's
what,
great.
guys? The SGC is throwing a party.
Yeah.
They're throwing a party in your honor. It's amazing.
Really?
Everyone's going to be there. All the people. Bad guys, good guys, everyone.
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you a little question.
Sure.
At this party, what are the different guests doing? Is Neros hogging all the chicken?
Oh. Huh.
Is Teal'c having fun? Or is he in a state of Kelnorin?
Yeah.
So, Zach and Brent, what do you think some of your favorite characters are doing at the celebratory party?
Awesome. Good question.
Good question.
Good question.
Good question. Good question. Let me think here. Teal'c is kind of lurking in the corner, keeping his eyes on all of the Gua'uld who are in the room. Not trusting any of them.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is ready at a heartbeat's notice to beat the snot out of anyone that needs to have the snot beaten out of.
Yeah.
Speaking of snot, Neros is making a real big mess with the chicken.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants to go near the chicken anymore because he's kind of gross and disgusting. The chicken.
Yeah.
There's like rings, there's like a 5-foot radius around Neros that nobody's going anywhere near because he's not clean.
No.
So those two, Dr. Bill Lee and Radar are having a conversation about testing weird science things and calling out Chevron numbers.
But each one is talking about the other thing.
Yes. They're debating. So like they're practicing. They're like I'm gonna argue why your position is the best position.
I think that calling out the chevrons is a vital task. Absolutely. Yes. And keeping a general on task on schedule is also very important.
It is. So they're having a fun little conversation about trying to support the other person's natural position.
Yes.
What about you? What are you seeing at this party?
I think that Can the characters be dead?
Sure.
Okay.
We are in some sort of weird temporal loop where characters that have been dead in the past are now alive.
Who was the guy with the Tolan? What was his name?
Nareem.
Nareem is totally hanging out, and he's all like, "Hello, I see that you are now Major Colonel. You are now Colonel Carter. This is fantastic. Perhaps we could get a drink." And Carter's like, "I'm seeing somebody," and so that gets a little awkward. But hey, we deal. Let's see here. We've got that chief, the chief guy from Emancipation. He's there.
Oh,
And yeah, he's come in the door and he's all like, "Wow, thank you very much for giving me a chance to reflect on what I had been doing when you guys visited. I realize now that I was not really representing the best of what my people could represent. So, how's about we have a conversation?" And the Daniel's there going like, "Sweet. Yes, let's talk." So that's nice.
yeah.
And let's see here. Who's another character that we could talk to? Oh, Mayborn. Mayborn's there.
Mayborn.
Yeah, of course Mayborn's there. "Hi, Jack." He's there, and Neil's like, "Oh no!" And yeah, he's just,
rat.
yeah, he's just there trying to get a leg up on the situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So there's
Great.
the party. There's the
Yes.
party.
Hooray! Thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, by the way, that fish guy from Fire and Water is also here.
Oh yeah.
He is still trying to figure out what happened to Omaroka.
Oh, what about Grandpa? Does he come back?
No, he's still gone.
Grandpa isn't back yet. Okay.
Grandpa's not back yet.
But we're totally gonna meet up with Grandpa again, sure. I'm sure.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely,
sure.
but not now.
Yes.
He's not at this party.
Okay.
right.
We can deal with that.
Did you say we have another video?
Yeah. So it means I gotta click the buttons, and then it's gonna start like as soon as I do the thing. So here we go. So we're gonna click the thing with the thing, and it's gonna be that one. And here you can click on that, and then here it is.
I'm Dr. Daniel Jackson.
Okay.
Recording a question for the Walking Through the Stargate 200th episode Ask Me Anything podcast.
Uh-huh.
Daniel,
Yes.
what are you doing? Hi, Sam. I was recording my question. We were supposed to do this together. Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead. Well, I was wondering, after the years of work they've put into the podcast, what, if anything, have they learned from Stargate that they brought to other aspects of their lives?
Oh.
That's not the question we were going to ask. What do you mean? Well, I thought we were going to ask them if there was one advanced technology from Stargate that they could incorporate into their daily lives. What would it be?
Yeah.
That question? I don't like that question. Well, I do.
ChatGPT likes that one.
Well, we'll leave it up to them. Deal. Goodbye.
All right. Well, good news. We answered the second one by virtue of ChatGPT being all like, "What technology?" And as we were both like transporters, that'd be pretty rad.
Yeah.
Super rad.
Yep.
And anything in Stargate that we have taken into our actual daily life? That's a really, really, really good question. Partly because I can't think of anything, but I'm hesitant to say no. Nothing from the show has right. Like
Right. Yeah.
I gotta think about this one.
Um.
I can definitely answer one thing. Our
Yep.
conversations, yours and mine, have definitely contributed to my life. And also observations from people that listen to our podcast and write in have absolutely contributed to my views of things changing around and getting more diverse and more expansive. I'm thinking of the guy that wrote in. Who was it? Was it Ed that wrote in about the? Was it Ed that wrote in about the light? Remember we first watched it, and we were like,
yeah.
"Oh, this episode's got a," bleh. And he was all like, from the point of view of a kid dealing with parents of addiction, this is really powerful. And that was real. That was a great moment.
I don't remember if that was Ed or not. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
that's a big one. Yeah, like you, I can't think of any specific thing in Stargate that has directly affected um my life.
Mhm.
Certainly the way Daniel addresses um other religions, other cultures, other people. um uh I have seen that reflected in my responses as best I can
Mhm.
to other people in other places. I don't think I got that from Daniel, but that's one of the reasons that I resonate with Daniel. We kind of connect that in that regard. So
Mhm.
that's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Great questions. Great
yeah,
questions.
great questions. Do we have any others?
I don't think so.
No.
Which is
Um,
fine. That's good.
yeah, well,
Because
this
we've
is
been
great.
yammering for almost an hour.
I know we have.
My wrist is
So
starting to hurt.
dear listeners, thank you very much for joining us. Thank
Yes.
you for celebrating this 200th episode with us. This is silly and
Yay!
goofy, and it's awesome. We will return to normal episode reviews and discussions in our next podcast.
Yep.
And so, Brent,
Yes.
as we look to the future,
Yeah.
the next episode of Stargate SG-1 is The Fourth Horseman, Part 1.
The Fourth Horseman, you say?
The Fourth Horseman, Part 1.
Nay. Nay. I look like a horse.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Look, just because I made a sock puppet that has literally a horse face. Like, anyway. All right. The Fourth Horseman.
Yes. What's it about?
Okay. All right. Next time on Stargate SG-1, the SG-1 team travel through the gate to find themselves in a strange world. They have revealed to themselves that they are on a planet filled with voice actors.
Ooh.
Voice actors here, voice actors there. Everyone's walking around talking in strange voices and changing their voice. And they were, the team's like, what's going on here? And so they meet with the leaders, of course, because that's how this works. Take us to our leader, to your leader, whatever, the leader. And they go, and the leader walks up to them and goes, "Hello, how are you?" And the team goes, "We're doing very well, thank you. That's a strange voice you have." "Yes, sorry. Let me get somebody else here. Hey, Jim, can you come over here and help out?" "Hi, how are you?" "We're doing fine. You also okay. Perhaps we could talk to somebody." "Yeah, okay, hold on. Alan." "Hello, hello, hello. How are you?" We're fine. We're fine. Thank you. Sorry. Can we speak to someone, right? Please. "Oh yeah. Sorry. Joe, come on over." Hi. Hello. Hello. Are you okay? No. No. I'm the fourth horseman. I'm so hoarse. Join us next time on Stargate SG-1, where the SG-1 team talk to the Four Horsemen. Did I get it? Are we going to talk to a bunch of people with really rough voices that need lozenges?
No.
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 Are we going to talk to people that have horse faces?
No.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
Well,
So
the Fourth Horseman is a reference to the book of Revelation from the Bible. And the Fourth Horseman is
okay.
Death.
Oh! Why didn't they just name it Death?
Because that's not poetic.
Oh. I see. Ivory tower and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep. All right. So now with that though, David has produced a promo for us.
Yeah.
And everybody who's watching this, either live or later on the video, is going to get to watch it as we watch it.
Yeah.
I think David said he's going to try to put this video on the Discords for those who are listening to the audio version of this. But anyway, here is the promo.
Yeah.
Hallowed are the Ori.
Oh, it's the Ori!
Next time on Stargate SG-1.
Forgive me, but he is here.
While Garak contemplates the future of all Jafar, something deadly has been brought back to Earth.
Fisher. Yes, sir.
You're gonna have to come with me immediately.
5,000 confirmed cases of infection. Now, the bulk of those are from the Colorado Springs and Denver areas.
What about New York and Chicago?
45 new cases have been reported in Utah, 36.
Help arrives from a most unusual source.
Hello, Sam. It's good to see you again. I've missed you. Who are you?
Yeah.
It's me, Orla.
Trapped in the virus. As a result, crowded waiting rooms are now serving only to exacerbate an already...
It's all next time on Stargate SG-1.
As a result of these numbers, as of 0800 this morning, the President has ordered that all borders in the United States be closed until further notice.
Well, that isn't...
Hallowed are the Ori.
Hallowed are the Ori! Well.
Hi.
Whoops.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry. Wrong button.
Hi, Tenurb. No, I'm Tenurb. Hi, Eurekes.
Hello.
So, what do you think about that promo?
Well, I think it's weird. There's a little kid in it, and he knows Sam.
No. What now? No Sam?
He knows.
Oh, he knows Sam. Yeah.
That'll be weird.
That is weird. And then that the pandemic thing. I bet you that'll be a hoot.
Oh boy, death.
You know, if it's an upper respiratory infection, they could leave people kind of hoarse.
Oh,
Just saying.
boy.
Just saying.
So,
well, that's fun. I'm excited to watch that. That's cool.
Yeah. So we will probably get to that episode in 2 or 3 weeks from now. Yep. Life is very busy for me this time of year, so we won't be able to do podcasts every week for a little while. But that's okay.
We'll do them as often as we can.
We will. With all of that, tell us what you thought of this episode and the silliness of it. You can email us at walkingthroughthestargate@gmail.com. You can, of course, go to Facebooks and the YouTubes and the Discords and all of those things and such. And with all of that, I say I'm Zach.
And I'm Tenurb.
And I'm Eurekes. Ha! And this has been Walking Through the Stargate. See you next time.
Bye.
Better dial it up. Get these people home.
Ooh. Zach.